The Japanese landed on Wake Island December the 23rd, 1941. I was on Wilkes Island, and the Japanese landed there, and unfortunately they landed in front of our machine guns, and all of the Japanese were eventually killed except 2 who were taken prisoners. We had not had contact with the commanding officer on Wake, and we thought that the island was secure. But the island had actually surrendered at 7 o'clock in the morning because the Japanese had made a massive landing on Wake Island where the command post was. We marched towards Wake Island to make contact when we met the commanding officer with a white flag and told us that the island had surrendered and to throw down our rifles. They stripped us of our clothing, tied our hands behind our back with communication wire, and then looped it up around our neck, took us to an area near the airstrip, which was coral, and we were there without food, shelter, clothing, or water for the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. The Japanese had surrounded us with machine guns, manned and ready to commence firing, because they had never taken prisoners and they assumed that they were going to execute us. On the 25th, the Japanese officer told us that we would be considered prisoners if we obeyed a long list of orders, and we left Wake on the 12th or 13th of January 1942. I returned with my son and Fred and daughter Vicky and her husband Ron on the 11th of December 2009, and it was a very emotional trip for me to go back to Wake with my son and daughter, and they enjoyed it, I think, perhaps as much as I did, because maybe that gave them a little better understanding of dear old Dad.